What's up, everybody? This is Tony Vincent, Tony Vincent's VMware Studios. This is not a review nor a reaction. This is just like thoughts and opinions on. Um, Before I begin this video, if you, I will not have, I will have some announcements at the end when I'm done with this. But if you don't stay to the end, it will be in the description. So basically, what I'm going is something, my opinions and thoughts on PowerPup97's animated films where my opinions greatly differ. And I will give my opinions and thoughts on his opinions. So this is 10 different animation movies. For Moana, he writes about something. Basically, he wrote this back in 2000 and uploaded on DeviantArt in December of 2019. I would say almost 2 years. I mean, almost 3 years, exactly 2 years. There was a lot of massive hype for Moana. Moana was actually a pretty good Disney movie about a lot of people. I thought it was gonna be about the life like set in Hawaiian, but it was like more like but it is basically Hawaiians come from Polynesians. It's based off of the ancient Polynesian life. He goes on to say people everywhere are anticipated it to be Disney's next big masterpiece. Anything by Disney, unless it's Mars Needs Moms, and I'm gonna have to say 50-50 for Chicken Little. But Moana was awesome in my books. He has it at number 10. If I had to rate it out of like 10, if I had to give it out of a 10, I'd put it at number 3. Yeah, I think it's very amazing. It goes on to say the animation is certainly the best I've ever seen from Disney. Pretty much anything from Disney. Like Zootopia from the same year. Also Bolt. Anything from Pixar. It's just gorgeous. It was up for a lot of Oscar nominations, but was that the year that the Spider-Man movie came out? Spider-Man versus this, the Spideyverse. Oh no, that was in 2018. It was I believe Zootopia came out the same time, so that probably won. Maybe both of them were up. I don't know. If it was DreamWorks that won, that's total bullshit, as Disney has knocked it out. Going back to Shrek, I think Atlantis, The Lost World should have won. That was the same year as Shrek, and then you come to 2002 and it's like, boom. Shrek just gobbles up Best Animated Movie for the Golden Globes and the Academy Awards. And it's fucking bullshit. I love this. He goes on to say, if anything, the plot is way too similar to Zootopia. Pretty much. You've got a demigod who's probably Nick Wilde. He's got to get his staff back, restore Maui. Oh wait, his name is Maui, but he's got to restore the world. Like Nick and Judy gotta like take down the real criminal when they thought the mayor lion was the criminal. Basically he says, I am sick and tired of hearing how far I'll go so many times. I think I like the song, but when repeating the song over and over again, people saying that Frozen is overrated, that's bullshit. And Let It Go is overplayed. Especially the YouTube videos of everybody singing. My opinions for this is that it's a great movie, and I agree with PowerPup on most of this and not most of this. He mentions his mom in this, but my mom told me it was larger because of its target demographic. Next up is Treasure Planet. I've never seen Treasure Planet until I got Disney Plus, and then I got right into it. This movie came out in 2002. This is one of, like Moana, an achievement in the works of being a great Disney movie. He says, there's not much to say about this film other than it's Treasure Island in space. Although I've never seen Treasure Island, I've heard of that movie, but it's like, I guess, an animated. I think Treasure Island might have been live action. I'm not 100% sure about that. It says that the movie bombed when it was first released. How? The movie looks like it's set in a very, cosmic future where you got, those little, like, surfboards with the, like, those things you ride on water with the little whatever that is. I don't know what those fully are. Leave that in the comment section. But that can actually fly. And like books that display projected images and actual pirate ships that usually like swim on, like literally flow through water like naturally, but fly like spaceships. It's like pretty much taking a pirate themed movie and combining it with Star Wars. Boom. And that's what gives birth to Treasure Planet. I cannot believe it bombed when it was first released. Sometimes Disney is hit or miss, but it literally has an 88 majority of hitting with some award-winning animated motion pictures that are incredible. It wasn't all that engaging. I really don't see what makes it so popular with a lot of people. Maybe because it's like Star Wars feud with Pirates of the Caribbean, with like a pirate theme. Like if you took Pirates of the Caribbean and you mashed it with Star Wars and you made it animated, you would get Treasure Planet. To me, if it was on a top 10 list, I'd stick it at 9 too. If I had to rate it out of 10, it would be a 7 out of 10. I'm just being honest. If I had to rate it, and since I've rated it, I don't think I'm going to be making a review over it. Because then you're probably going to know what my rating is. And it wouldn't change if I did a review over it. Look, Moana, Tarzan, Aladdin, Zootopia, Frozen. He understands why they're so popular. Moana being the first Hawaiian, Polynesian, like, epicness, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui is incredible. Zootopia is incredible. Frozen's incredible. Tarzan's incredible. Aladdin's incredible. Next he has Monsters Inc., which is by far one of Disney and Pixar's somewhat best thing, because Pixar is still an amazing franchise itself, but what Disney makes it amazing. And he says that it's probably my least. He says it's probably my least favorite. This, out of all the Pixar movies, would probably, if I had to rate all of them, if I had to rate all of them, this would probably be a 6 out of 10. This has two monsters. This literally is monsters scaring children, and their screams power, and then Mike and Sully brings a human into this world, and then shit just gets real. And the boss, which is some sort of spider monster, literally goes dark. He says Disney was constantly shoving it in my face, almost as Nickelodeon constantly shoved SpongeBob into my face. I would say after the creator passed away a couple of years ago, I think Tom Kenny and who was ever currently in charge of the production and the actual, continuation of the episode series and movie projects, as like, it's time to pull the plug. The creator's gone. There's not much more you can do for SpongeBob. SpongeBob in his early days were awesome, but right now, pull the plug, buddy. Just pull the plug. I mean, it's still one of the big... This movie is still one of Pixar's biggest franchises, but I think the biggest franchise in the Pixar world belongs to The Incredibles. Which I would not doubt the fact that they would make a trilogy out of that. Next is, well, that was 6, and you can see the numbers. At 7, he has Megamind. This is the first animated movie I've ever seen in IMAX 3D. First movie I ever saw in IMAX 3D. And I gotta say, this is not one of the things that DreamWorks fails. DreamWorks Animation pretty much got lucky with the first Shrek movie because they just,